Good morning, everybody. It's Kristina Dennis, the Transformational Self-Empowerment Master. I'm going to speak back a little bit. You can already see my video glitching, but apparently one of our neighbors won't let AT&T in their backyard, and therefore all of us have kind of subpar internet. At least that's what I've been told, and maybe I'll look into another provider. I don't know. It's not on the top of my list, but maybe it should be since my videos are really important to me. We'll see. I am coming in around a Saturday. I'm about ready to go work a shift. As I'm starting this company and starting this this part of my life, I am, making sure that I'm not in a position to take on, certain jobs or certain things that will take away from my ability to help or work with people. And that means sometimes I work jobs on the weekends. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to do it in the field that I want to be in. And other times it's just a matter of being of service. And today's one of those days where I just need to go out and be of service and study humanity and look at myself and just be where I am. And I guess that's important to share today because I want to be really truthful and authentic about what it takes to start something like this. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Another thing I want to share about is how I wanted to do this probably 10, 15 years ago. I recognized more than that, 25 years ago, I recognized that my style of management, my philosophy of doing the best that you can and caring about people and pushing ourselves to go after our dreams was something that I had been lucky enough to find early on in my 20s, and it was one of the reasons why I was a really successful manager in the hotel business and in the restaurant business. And I knew at that point in time that it didn't really matter what the business was that I was doing. What mattered was how I poured into people and helped them realize their dreams. And if I was able to do that, if I was able to walk side by side with people, that this would allow them to show up and be the most authentic and best person they could be at the job. So therefore, it made my job very easy as a director of managers. And I let myself be scared of this idea for many, many years. I let myself feel that if there wasn't a doctorate degree, if it didn't have a professional opinion, if people didn't have a professional stance in it, if they thought it was, silly life coaching, that it was not for me. And I regret that to the degree that I wish I had started sooner. Other than that, I'm really, really happy to be doing this at 49, almost 50. Because let me tell you, your life is not over when you are 49, almost 50. In fact, I feel like a whole new thing is starting. And it is starting. I know that's a simple statement, but I really feel it in my bones that, wow, this is my age. This is my time to do what I've always wanted to do. And what turns me on, what makes me feel alive, is helping others. It's seeing the potential in others and letting them see the potential in themselves. It's reflecting back to them messages that maybe they've never gotten from anywhere else. And it makes me happier than most things in the world. Outside of my son and my man, I feel like this is what makes me be alive, is being there for other people and sitting and listening and coming up with ideas and strategies and being a safe place for them to express their truth. So that is one of the reasons why I began transformational self-empowerment, because I realized these were skill sets, these were activities, they were things that we could do to change our daily habits, to change our thought processes, to change our nervous systems, to allow us to make these big changes in our life. And I could not be happier starting this, and more scared. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to go slower than I want to. And I'm going to go jump into areas that I never thought I was qualified to do so. And so I was listening to someone today talk about her path and about how she did a whole bunch of things in the beginning when she started her coaching business. And because she wanted to be available to her clients and to her people wholeheartedly, and not feel like she took maybe certain people on or certain situations on for the money part of it. And I'm it helped me affirm that what I've been doing, working a side job, going slow, doing a Facebook community first, and then eventually a meetup group that's coming so that I can have like-minded people around me, is the right way to go. The other thing that I want to talk about is my market, or people who I work with. I love working with all types of people. I love working with all ages. I primarily work with women because I really only know how to be a woman. And I think that we all can share things with each other, including men and women in certain groups. But for me, I really like the idea of working with a woman. And I think that that middle-aged woman, although I'm not sure I'll live to be 100, but this time and season in our lives is so important for us to take that time and maybe work with someone to figure out exactly where we want to be in the next half of my life. I thought that, 4 or 5 years ago when I made some massive changes, and I thought, you know what, the next half has to be a little different than the first half was. And I'm glad to say that I'm here on this video, putting myself out there and going at the pace that works for me, works within my budget, and allows me to do the best work that I can put out at this time. So it's Saturday. I hope that you all have great plans today. And if the great plans include laying around and just enjoying the sunshine coming in the window, then that's a great plan. If they include going out in the world, I hope you take every moment in. And if you're in a season of sadness or grief, I hope that you reach out to somebody who can be there for you. And who can just sit with you if that's what's necessary. We all get stronger as we work together. And, there's so much research out there about working moms. And I think that includes everybody. If you stay home, you're working really, really hard. If you go to work, you're working really, really hard. Those of us who raise children at the same time as being out there in the world, with the two income necessary, the budgets and the requirements in an economy that most of us have to work outside of the home or want to work outside of the home, it's still so isolating. And that's what I'm discovering. And so I hope that this community continues to grow and that we support each other and we talk about the stuff that people don't want to talk about, like how hard it is to be a working mom or a mother at all, how hard it is to face menopause, which is what I'm, facing at this point in time at 49, how hard it is to grow older, how hard it is to stay on pace with the world. And maybe we don't want to stay on pace with the world. Maybe we need to start challenging that norm and start talking to each other and picking up the phone and connecting with each other. Sounds kind of funny when I'm using social media, right, to get out there. But these are all the thoughts that have been flying around my head the last 24 hours. It's just the demands that are out there and the need to go within our small little group. I know I see Tracy watching. Hi, Tracy. And I know Tracy supports somebody that we both love so very much. And I watch that friendship and I admire it. And I have several ladies in my life that are like that too. And if you don't, this is going to be a challenge to go out there and call up somebody and tell your kids or your husband or your job that you need 20 minutes to connect, because we all need that. So what did today's talk mean? I guess I just wanted to show you a little more about myself. I'm starting a new chapter. I wanted to do this for the last 25 years at least, to go out and work with people, to be in a place of assistance and service and, inspiration, and to gather inspiration from others. I'm messy. I'm tired. I am overwhelmed some days, and I want us all to be able to talk about that in a safe place. And we need each other. More than ever, we need each other. And with all the connection that we have, it's still one of the loneliest places, being a mom, I think, and trying to do it all. I love that I'm more of an Amazon.com mom than a Pinterest mom, but whether you are, whatever your joy is, I want to know you and I want to be known on this world. I want the real me to be known, because I know by showing up and being the real me at that time, whatever that means, that's where I'm going to get that connection and that love I've always wanted. So hopefully people will watch this later, and we'll all take just a few minutes to be a little more investing in ourselves and each other. All right. I hope everybody has a good day. Bye.